True Hoop TV. Hey there, Shea Serrano. How are you, sir?
I am good. Thank you. Thank you.
So listen, we spent some quality time with you in San Antonio during the finals. I think of you as not just like my favorite Spurs fan, but also like the person who has the most raw basketball emotions. You think that's fair?
All right. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so now then the Spurs lost. You know, they were a very winnable
Did they?
series, and they lost. And I have to be honest, I've been nervous to talk to you ever since because
I
I didn't want to bring
had,
up a sore subject and break your heart or have tears on Troop TV. So how are you doing? Are you okay?
yeah, I'm all right. I've been sad about it since it happened, but I'll probably be sad for the rest of my life. It's just one of those things.
That doesn't sound okay. You can't say that's okay and say it's gonna last the rest of your life. That sounds
Yeah.
not okay.
Well, it's relative, I suppose.
All right, so 50 seconds left in Game 7, fourth quarter, 2-point game. Tim Duncan, guarded by Shane Battier and nobody else, misses a very makeable hook shot. Then he has a tip, which doesn't go in, all kind of point blanky. And then he runs down the floor on defense. And there's just a moment where, you know, this is the aging leader of an aging team that's won 4 championships and is within seconds of maybe a fifth, and he just goes bam and hits the floor hard. And I just felt like he's not just saying, darn, I missed a shot. He's saying, I might never win another title.
Yeah, it certainly seemed that way. I mean, I didn't watch the series. I didn't watch any games in real time of the series. The only part that I actually watched was Game 1, right after Tony Parker made the crazy shot, because I was following it on Twitter, and everybody just went nuts, so I felt like I had to watch it. I turned on one part of Game 3 or whatever, and LeBron stole the ball and made a dunk, and then I just never watched anything else for the rest of it. But yeah, I talked to my dad about it, so he explained basically the same thing you did. He had a few more curse words in Spanish when he was doing his, but
I still have my game there. Right? You're right.
yeah, but it seemed that way. I mean, era's in, dynasty's in. It's as good a way as any to go out. You sort of need. I wrote this thing a while back for this other website about the Spurs and how I was ready for them to be bad because they had been good for so long. And it seems like for a team to become bad, you sort of need this, like a point that you can say, okay, this is where they got their hearts broken, and now we can start. You know, we're going to be sucky for a while and then build back up and up and up and up. So I'm hoping that's what happens. By the time my boys are 18 is when they'll Spurs win their next championship.
So just to be clear for our viewers, we're doing an interview with an expert about a portion of a game, and in fact, you have not seen this game. Is that right?
That is correct. I haven't watched the Spurs playoff game since I came a few years now. I just get too nervous.
So what do you do?
Well, I watch it. I just check the Score Center app on my phone, and I record all the games. So if they win, then I just watch the game like nothing happened. And if they lose, then I delete the game, and I don't watch any Sports Center or basketball or Pardon the Interruption or anything until they win another game. So I haven't watched any sports shows since they lost.
Basically, you live in a Spurs like theme park of like fantastic positivity.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. My dad my dad and my cousin are the only ones that we sort of talk about what happens when something bad happens. We just sort of all push it inside and never, you know, I just am gonna explode one day, I imagine. But yeah, I try not to see any of that stuff.
And I was a little surprised. I opened this conversation with the notion that basically it's all over for the Spurs as contenders, and you were like, "Yep."
Yeah, it seemed that way. I was surprised they got that far. I think if Westbrook would have been okay, I don't think they would have gotten past Oklahoma City. Miami was just a favorable matchup for them. They should have won. I don't think anybody was really expecting them to, but they should have. And but Game 6 is where it all sort of, like, my heart just fell out of my like, I was terrible watching. I remember I was checking the game, and I was going back and forth I was refreshing the ESPN page and Twitter, and then I saw a tweet from you, and it just said, "Oh wow," and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Like, and then the score popped up, and it was tied. And I'm like, I didn't even watch overtime. I just went and I got in the shower, and then I got out and I went to bed because I knew it was over after that. Like, that's when I started mourning the loss of the finals.
So if you thought the Spurs were basically not going to win any more championships before these playoffs even started, and now this, you can't think it's good to keep these old guys around anymore, right? Isn't it time to get going on the rebuild?
No, we got to keep them until their legs fall off. Like, Timmy, we've been watching Timmy for so long. Timmy and Manu and Tony. I mean, they've been together for what, a decade now. Like
Yeah.
you just go until they're old fat men and they decide they don't want to play anymore. I don't want them to go play for the Knicks or the Celtics or something stupid like that. Like I forget who it was. Somebody made a joke. They took a line from Batman where they say you're either live long enough to or die a hero or live long enough to be a villain or some crazy like that. And then the joke was you either die a hero or live long enough to play for the Knicks. Like I don't want that to happen with Duncan or I don't know.
Right,
So let's just keep him forever.
Keep it pure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's gonna win the West this year?
Oh, Oklahoma. Oklahoma will get him. That seems pretty clear. I hope it's him and the Thunder and the Heat for the next few years. I think LeBron's gonna reel off 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah. And you'll be okay with that? You're gonna be back watching the Spurs again?
I'm gonna watch them every year, and then when they lose in the second round, and in the first round, and then don't make the playoffs, like I'm just gonna get hella drunk every time they lose a game, and then that's it.
Thank you, Shay.
All right.